My phone ran out of battery, so ran out of storage space. I'm now using my brother's. Milk. Oh, this is much better lighting on this one. This is a much better phone. Right, all of the rice has absorbed almost all the water, and is now, but it's still wet, and there's still water in there. So it needs to absorb all that water and then sort of go. So it's not wet anymore. Don't want wet rice. Apparently, just let it sort of dry off on the heat of the thing. Garlic. This is lighting so much better. Daniel, you can now be seen in proper light. Hello, my name's Daniel. I'm a dog. I like to lay on the floor when people are cooking, in case I get given food. Right. Okay, what am I doing? Omelette, milk, egg. Yes. Right. I think there's nothing for me to do presently. Actually, I can prepare the omelette. I can prepare the omelette. Milk. Tiny splash of milk. That's all one needs. Just the tiniest. Should point the camera what I'm doing, actually. Tiny splash of milk. Egg. Oh no, it's the smallest egg. Look at this. Look at the size of this egg. Right. Egg. We're one egg. Now I need to crack the egg. I can't really do that one-handed, so I should do it with two. There we go. Right, that's the egg. The egg is in. Wash my hands of any egg. And pull up my trousers, which are falling down. Right. Hands are washed. Let's check on the rice. My cooking, whether it's adobo or the rice I did the other day, goes wrong when I stop paying attention to it. That's when it becomes a disaster. How's this rice doing? There's a little bit of water left in there bubbling away. I'm gonna touch it with a spoon. I was told not to, but I have to, just to see how well it is. Yeah, that's almost all the moisture is gone now from that rice, I'd say. But there's a little bit left, so I'm going to keep it cooking just a little bit longer, because you said that it should not be wet, and it is wet, so I shall leave it to cook some more. And it hasn't stuck to the bottom of the pot, as I feared it would. Isn't that great, Dan? Right. Egg, omelette. That's what I was doing. Fork. What's the fork is going on? Oh dear, right. Mix egg and milk. One should really add salt and pepper to sort of everything one cooks to season it. To a tomato, to lettuce, to a burger, to an omelette. So absolutely anything one cooks, one should season with salt and black pepper. White pepper goes on the food once it's cooked, like at the table, and black pepper goes into the pot when it's cooking. So I should add salt and pepper to this, but I'm trying to eat less salt because salt causes high blood pressure, and high blood pressure causes heart attacks and strokes. Thus, I'm trying to eat less salt, which is why I'm not seasoning this piece of egg. Right, egg, omelette, mixed. Rice, how is it going? All the moisture seems to have left it now, really. There's only a tiniest bit left, so I'm going to just give it moments more. Your time is nearly up, rice. Tea for me. Right. Halloween decoration, keep out, it says. Halloween decorations, pumpkins into which faces have been carved. Birthday card I bought for my mum. That's that. What am I doing now? Right. Rice. Always getting distracted. Rice. Right, that rice looks nice. Poetry. It's still a bit wet, and you said it shouldn't be wet. I'm gonna give it some more heat. I'm gonna keep on cooking it. That rice is a bit wet, and I was told it must not be wet. What you said? So you simmer it. No, bring it up to the boil. Let it simmer with the lid on after having washed it before cooking it, and then leave it to cook until all the water has been absorbed and the rice is no longer wet. So I'm going to keep it going till the rice is no longer wet. I hope this is the right decision. So leave that, because look at all that steam coming off it, that's all water. So leave that until it's dry, basically. Yeah. Peas. I can now cook the peas. They're now microwave them. Danny's biscuit things. Bolios. Washing up. I'm going to turn off that rice now. I don't want to cook it too long, or it will go wrong. It'll be like what's it called? Burnt. So right now, take that pan off the heat and put it at the back. Put that one there. That one goes there. That one goes there. That one goes there. No, I'm getting ahead of myself. Or am I? I should cook it's supposed to use a wok, but I think the frying pan will do for the rice. Especially as there's not much rice. Were there more rice, I'd have to use a pan with bigger walls. Fire underneath the pan. Right. Oil in the pan. Right, that's the next thing. The oil of sunflowers, pure sunflower oil. That's what we cook in here, one of the main oils. It's usually sunflower or vegetable oil that one would cook in. Pour in that. Camera on it, be helpful. Pour in the oil. Just a little bit, not too much. You said, what was it you said? You said really little amount of oil. So that is hopefully a little enough amount of oil in there. Or maybe it's too much. We'll see when oil's hot, it becomes more runny, and then we'll know how much. I think that's an alright amount of oil. No, I think that's too much. You said the very slightest amount of oil, and that's not the slightest amount. That's too much. You said a very small amount. Right. Peas are ready. Peas. What I should do is I should just take some out for myself and leave the rest for whoever wants it. There's a weird smell. Am I burning something? No, it must be the peas. Anyway, right, pour a little bit of that fat away because you said just the smallest amount of oil. So, right, now I think that's the correct amount of oil. So, into there I must now add the peas and the garlic. That was the first thing one should add. So I'll turn the heat down. Right, so the heat is down. Now in go the peas. Now those peas are full of water. If you were to pour water into a pan of hot fat, it would literally explode. It would be like a fireball if you were to pour water into a pan of hot fat. So I shall take it carefully, get the peas using a spoon, and sort of What I should do is I should get a piece of kitchen roll. We don't want wet peas going into it anyway. A little bit of water probably wouldn't cause an explosion. I don't think, just the smallest amount. Although maybe it would. I'm not sure how that works. I have to ask my dad. I know if you put water in a pan of hot fat, then it literally turns into like a fireball. Anyway, I'll put the peas on the kitchen towel. It's not actually a towel. It's like tissue, just like tissue, kitchen roll. And I'll put these on here. Use it sort of for things like this, and just wiping sides or whatever. Put that on there. Put the peas on there, and that will allow them to dry because we don't want a load of wet peas going into our rice. It'll make it all wet and stuff. I wouldn't have thought that is desired. So, how many peas do we want? I wonder. Just a little bit more peas. You can't go wrong with peas. No, that's enough peas. I'm not indecisive at all. Enough peas? Maybe. I'm not sure. Oh, enough. Why can't I make a decision? What's going on? Right, I'm going to make a decision. That's enough peas. Right there. Decisive, manly decisiveness. Anyway, now I've got to get those peas into the pan. This will take 2 hands. So, peas. Put them into the pan. Please don't become a fireball. There is no fireball. Peas are in the pan. Whoa. Spitting at me. Spitting fire at me, but I do not care, for I am manly. In next is the garlic. If you burn garlic, it goes bitter and horrible, so one mustn't burn it. This pan is too hot on this big hob. I'm going to have to put it back on the little hob, that one there, because it's so much smaller, because it's too hot on that hob. And if that garlic burns, it'll be bitter and horrible. So I need to use this one. Sometimes what you find is when you've got a big hob like that, even on the lowest setting, it's too hot. So you need to use a smaller hob. So it smells lovely in here now, like garlic. Cook that garlic off a bit. Get it a little bit cooked. There's no oil left for the rice. It's all dry. So I might add a little